So you actually started believing in an invisible sky daddy.
I forgot that was my favorite line.
It was literally in the Bible, how to treat your slave.
It was actually Christianity that ended slavery.
Can you remind me what the lions were eating again on that ark? Huh? What was it? Was it?
Snakes don't talk. But what does the story in Genesis actually try to teach me in this moment?
Yeah, no, this is straight up child abuse. So, here we are.
Here we are. And you know, as a hardcore atheist and science guy, I know this must come as quite the shock for you.
Yeah, a shock is an understatement. You know, I actually thought I would get smarter as I age.
You know what the thing is? As we get older, we mature, so our view of life actually start to change. We adapt. Yeah, that's what happened here.
So wait, so you actually started believing in an invisible sky daddy?
I forgot that was my favorite line. Yes, I actually believe in an invisible sky daddy. There, you want me to say it? I said it.
Yeah, let's get one thing straight here. I'm here to change your mind. I don't want my future looking like this. Alright, believing in some fairy tale book and then teaching it to my kids, indoctrinating them. Yeah, no, this is straight up child abuse.
Okay, man, those are quite some terms you're splouging out there. Can you explain to me what future you're talking about exactly? You mean the one where you're spending like 8 hours a day watching pixels on the screen have sex? Yeah, I don't think you mean that one, right?
Hey, I actually thought Christians were supposed to be nice.
No, I don't think so. Jesus wasn't nice. He was good and bold, which means that he actually told the truth to people even though they would hate him for it. As a Christian, I think we're supposed to do the same. And I'm actually here to change your mind a bit sooner so you can make less mistakes, because we made a lot, you know, judging from our past videos. Yeah.
Okay, mistakes. I mean, that sounds like the average human experience. You do know that religion has always been used as a power move by men who just wanted power, and especially like slavery. As a black person, you know that Christianity was used to, you know, condone slavery. It was literally in the Bible, how to treat your slave. And the only thing it said was, oh yeah, just don't beat them to death. Oh wow, great morals. Yeah.
Those were the things that actually turned me away from Christianity as well. But we gotta look at the broader picture. And the broader picture is that slavery has existed for as long as humanity has existed, really. Even before Christianity started, Egyptians had slaves, the Romans had slaves. Everyone on this planet was a slave at one point. And it's only in the West where we abolished slavery. And the West was heavily influenced by Christianity. So it's actually Christianity that ended slavery and made it mainstream.
How? None of the verses actually say, oh, by the way, don't own slaves, that's bad.
You gotta look at what Jesus actually taught us. He taught us love, truth, and courage. And those values, if you apply those into your life, you know, the culture actually starts to shift. And as more people became Christian, yeah, its influence spread as well. So bit by bit, tiny incremental changes over time, the culture started to shift towards Christianity. And with those morals, slavery got abolished as well.
Alright, yeah. Well, you keep mentioning this Jesus character, this fictional character in your fictional book where man was created from dust and what was it? The whole world was flooded, right? And what? One family survived on this boat just floating around and with like what? 1 million animals? Can you remind me what the lions were eating again on that ark?
Huh? Okay, yeah. Fair points again. So let me ask you a question. Don't worry, I'll answer the question. But what does fictional mean to you?
Yeah, it means not real. Just like your book, the Bible, isn't real. Snakes don't talk. You've never seen a talking snake. I've never seen a talking snake. I mean, our mom has seen a talking cat, but I think that was just a dream, so that doesn't count. My point is, you're 25 now. Your brain is supposed to be fully developed, and yet here you are, believing in fairy tales.
So let me rephrase the question then. So you only assign value to things that are factually true?
Yeah, of course. It's because of superstition and religion that science has been held back for so many years. It's the reason why we even have flat earthers today. It's the reason why we have people denying evolution. It's not because they looked into the facts. It's because their fairy tale book told them not to believe in those things. So
those people are raised in an environment since they were young, and they're being told that atheists exist because of science, because of evolution. They don't believe in God because of evolution, and it doesn't align with Genesis. So the Christians are then like, oh my God, if there's this thing that is keeping people from God, then I don't want anything to do with it. And in this case, it's, let's say, evolution or the earth being round or whatever. And so I kind of get them in that sense, that they don't want to touch something that taints other people from not believing in the Bible or in God. But I don't think that belief should be based on denying the facts. All right, I think it should be based on application and actually seeing the changes that it brings to your own life. And you don't have to deny science for that.
yeah, okay. That doesn't make any sense. I remember my brother, who is a Christian that I actually fully respect. He's a great man. And even he told me that dinosaur bones were put in the ground by the devil to trick us. All right? And the tectonic plates aren't real.
What if I told you that you can believe in God and you can believe in science at the same time?
Yeah, you say that, but it's hard to believe in science that when your book says that we literally came from dust and that the earth is 6,000 years old. Doesn't really align with science now.
Yeah, yeah, okay. But answer me this question then. Because we both know that you cry a lot during movies, and especially when you watch anime.
I mean, you didn't have to expose us like that.
All right, fair enough. Just bear with me here. I'm saying that because your emotions are real in that moment. The tears that are coming down from your face, those are factually true, even though you're responding to a fictional story. It's literally touching your soul.
So you're admitting that the Bible is just a story?
Why call it just a story? I mean, are it just your emotions? Is it just your soul being touched? I mean, I think a great story can really impact your life. And a legendary story can impact humanity. What if I told you that the Bible is full of those stories? Stories that you can relate to. And then you have to wonder, how does this story apply to me? How can it change my own life? And even Jesus said, if you follow my teachings, the truth will set you free. Well, what does that mean? It means you're going to make less mistakes. You're going to avoid some pitfalls because you've read the stories a million times. And when you see them in real life, you're going to turn the other way. You don't want to fall in that same mistake that the people in the book also fell for. So then you got to wonder, all right, snakes don't talk, but what does the story in Genesis actually try to teach me in this moment? What is it trying to teach humanity, really?
So, if I understand you correctly, you read the Bible to find the meaning in it and to see how it applies to yourself. You don't just look for things to be factually true.
Exactly. I mean, things don't have to be factually true to have meaning. Let's take the final scene of Avengers, when Iron Man took Thanos' gauntlet and then snapped his fingers. I remember that we cried so much during that moment, and we didn't sit there thinking, you know what, Infinity Stones aren't real. No! You were crying them on because you know what the sacrifice meant. And that's the impact a great story can have on you. And that's just Marvel. Now we're talking about a book that has lasted for 2,000 years and is still impacting humanity to this day. And that's why it has so much value. And that's why I wanted to explore it as well. So yeah.
I mean, I never cared up till now, but I think I might be interested to learn more about it.
And that's great. So let's explore it together. And if you actually have questions, I mean, you can always ask ChatGPT.
This video is not sponsored by ChatGPT, nor are we sponsored by anyone. All of the actors in this video are broke.
Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a lot of fun to make. If you love discussions like this, or if you want to improve your life in any way, click the link in the description where I have a Discord channel full of like-minded people where we can all work on our goals and get 1% better every single day. See you in the next video.